the level at which you are coaching. I've seen that Coach Merendorp also had his own people that he was always with. Fatlu's brother, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And you can say the same thing with me, with Rulani and all the time, Mangoba. I think it's a team. A technical team is a team where when we land, I don't have to be saying who's going to do this, who's going to put the tactical board there, who's going to talk about this, who's going to introduce the many things, who's looking after the team that we're playing against. It's set. Everybody knows his job. So we don't even have to ask you, because we all know what our roles and responsibilities. And my job is to focus on the performance of, my job is to focus on the result. I must bring the results. And when the results are not there, then I start looking at everybody's space to say, guys, are we really assessing or analyzing the teams well? KB, is the team fit enough, whatever? Kyle, have you checked our past performance? If of what we planned, did it come out or not? You know, so you have to have that kind of a team at that level, because now you want to get somebody else to do match analysis for you there, and the guy takes out a different team in a different way. So that's what you don't want. So you have to have your own people, and it's important to have your people.
In addition to that, maybe to help us profile them a bit. Yes, we know their titles. In terms of like they are different personalities. In terms of personalities, what kind of qualities do they bring around?
No, we first is business. First is business. Are you able to do what you're supposed to do? That's very important. One. Two, are you a team player? You know, we don't want to be in the morning when we're supposed to present, where now you haven't finished your job, we're still waiting for you. So is there also the attitude of the person? You must deliver. We know that at this point in time, everything must be submitted to me, and I must check everything. So when they present, I don't do everything. Everybody has his own space. Then I know everything is covered, and I need to check what they're presenting, because you can't be relaxing and say, oh, I've got this guy to analyze, I've got this, and now I don't check the games. What if he misses things? And sometimes they do miss things that I always say, hey, you have missed this, do you have this point? Yes, we have. We have this one, yes, we have. But you haven't had this one. And then sometimes I say, but why you don't have this? I say, no, but it's a once-off. The past 4 games, so we didn't see that characteristic or pattern. And you know, guess what? Boom, it comes again. For example, on set pieces and corner kicks, and then you concede a goal like that. Said, but guys, that thing was there, and they say they haven't done it for the last 5-6 games. So it goes, it just goes like that. So I must do my check. I must check them. I must check their work, and it's not easy. If they're watching 4 games, I have to watch them. So that's also personality, character, attitude for work. And also you've got to also be lenient, because I know they're young, they've got girlfriends, they've got this, wife, and children maybe. So I also have to say, hey, what's wrong? I can see you're not good. Oh, okay, maybe it's that issue at home. So you put a hand around the shoulder, support. Okay, go home quickly, but be here after 2 days, after 3 days. Because we don't have this. So it's a relationship. But you must also know, no one is successful without the help of any person. So all the coaches. I have 2 analysts. Pep's got 8 or 9. I mean, I'm asking myself, what are they analyzing? 8 people. But it's the way it is.
And coach, you mentioned this is a massive project, and it can blemish your decorated
for sure.
CV.
Yeah, for sure. It's a risk. It's a risk, but it's about football. It's about breaking into Asia. It's about breaking barriers. Let me tell you, in football, you know that anything is possible anytime. Yes, we have contracts, but anything is possible anytime, any day. You might be talking a different story after 3 months here. It's the way it is, it's the life, and you want to play in that space, you can play in that space. You want to play in the space back home, even now back at home, you see now, the league, how many games have we played now? 5? 8? We have already have casualties. So it's the life. It's the life that you choose. It's a tough life. And I always tell everybody, Mascap is here. You have joined the coaching thing. Only fools wants to be coaches. Don't join us. Yeah. And I think you have realized that what you want, they don't do. Ne? Yeah. Welcome.
Morgan has joined you, Musa. Morgan Amile.
Morgan is an interesting. But he's got a D license, guys. Why you don't give him a chance? He's got a D license.
Really coach, top level, internationals coached by a D license.
Yeah, well, but Chiba accepts. The team accepts it, you know. And I've lost to people without licenses. So sometimes the license doesn't mean that much. It's how the game goes. It's how the game goes. You lose to somebody with no license. I've lost to my players I was coaching. I've lost to Caetano. I've lost to whoever. I've lost to coaches that I say, come here, go to school, go learn. I've lost to them. And I've also beaten people who have helped me. I've won against Jomana. I've watched against Ted, who really groomed me. It's life.
But looking at, on that issue of the license, looking at the hours that you've put in for your KF license, and most recently now for your KF Pro license, to respect the professionals in the space, and also, you know, I was talking to the coach of Botswana, and he was telling me how they are grateful for having had someone like Serame. Because Serame went to Botswana and introduced coaching requirements in that league.
Yes.
You know,
it's done well, eh?
And there's a lot of improvement. We saw
big time.
Women's team at the WAFCON recently.
Yeah. Anybody can become a journalist, ne? But you have to have years of experience of doing things. If I write an article, Brajay will laugh at me. Okay? So, but I can say I'm a journalist today. You can news from there, news there, and life goes on. So it's like that in coaching. You know, I can have the top story, and that can make me journalist of the year. But I don't have the credentials. I don't have the principles. I don't have the basics. So, but time will catch up with me. Ne? You must know that. I can do it once, ne? Not all the time.
Yeah, Coach, I wanted to follow up on something you said earlier about this exposure that South African coaches are getting outside our shores.
Yeah, big time, yeah.
To Ahli, and we've seen all the other guys now, most recently this week, Coach Fadlu. But do you think that, I know that you, as coaches, professional coaches, you've got a group, but do you think that there's kind of a hindrance that as there is no professional structure around coaches, there's no unified...
No, we don't have a...
like you spoke about KNVB. KNVB brings the platform. You feel that maybe this is a sort of a challenge, especially for some professional football coaches, to be in one voice. As journalists, we've got Savja, we're not perfect, we have our own challenges.
Yeah, of course.
There are positive things that we've seen.
The problem here, we've got two groups of legends coaches. We've got two groups. There's a group of, who's the guy, man?
Hugo.
Yes, and there's a group of the guy who was coaching Sundowns. I forget his name. How can I forget his name? Greg Mashilo. So where do you belong? Who do you belong? So I just sometimes say sometimes it's the positions and sometimes legends coaches, sometimes coaches. You know what I'm trying to say? So we need a proper structure. And I was once assigned to work with that structure of KNVB in Holland. They were having games, just fun. Games for I don't know what you call them. Is it the right word? Physically challenged? I guess sometimes you don't say paraplegic. I don't know what's the right word. Yeah, I don't know the proper disabilities. Thank you very much. And we were all there, and I saw all these coaches going around and having fun on that. They have that, and you know the KNVB bond of coaches. Look for jobs for coaches. They say we have this one unemployed. They look over there in that country. They look over there. They look over there. Oh, we have this guy. Can you please check his CV? Look what he's done. They get jobs for coaches, and they meet, and everybody is qualified, and they even have, if I'm not mistaken, I'm subject to be corrected, I think 1% of your earnings as a coach goes into the kitty to do things and to look even after those who don't work, ne? Those who have lost their jobs, to say, you don't have a job, what are you doing? Don't stay home. There's a school there, go coach in the school. There's a club there, go coach. They don't have money to pay whatever, but get there. We will look after your petrol, we'll look after your things. So you keep going, you can't sit home and say, I don't have a job. I mean, let's be honest. How many players are out of contract here in South Africa now? How many? More than 10, more than 15 or 20. Okay? How many coaches are sitting at home? And go coach those people. Go into the training pitch. I mean, find the pitch, train them, keep them fit, and recommend. But yes, go to schools. You coach. Go to schools. Go coach in the school. It's not about you're downgrading or whatever. Keep yourself going, improve, do something. You can't sit at home as a coach. So the mentality has to change a little bit here at home. You know, sometimes I speak to somebody, say, you know what, I've been in that country, I know the president there of the federation, I know somebody there. Do you want to go? How much do they pay? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't go out of my country and leave my family for that. I said, this guy, I'm leaving my family. I don't see my children. You know, my boy is just now growing up. I said, okay. But that's somewhere, somehow, is the mentality. We also want soft life, ne? As coaches. You can't tell me you don't have a job, but you're not coaching. And we lack coach. We need coaches. Very, please.
And you're prepared to be part of something positive.
Yeah, it must be right, must be positive, must be good, so that you guys can come to the forum and ask, what are you doing? What are the developments? Who's the chairman? Who's marketing? Who's doing what? What is the latest news around that space? Why not? But we don't have that, unfortunately. Sorry.
You've been around, coach, now, and you were talking about the right project, especially in South Africa. And I wanted to make this comparison to say, in South Africa, do we have this thing of projects, or is it just
you should tell me, Master?
Come and do? Because you're saying that when you come, you should come for the right project. But you see that happening.
But when you have the teams have their press days, where they call you for open day press, I think you should ask the guys, what do you want out of this thing that we have? Okay, everybody criticizes when we win. No, we don't have this. When we win, it says we have turned the corner. What do you want out of this thing? What do you want? Yes, the club must give a plan. And then you say, oh, that plan is a good project for me to go to. But you can't say we want to win next week. Everybody wants to win next week.
So in all the club...
Let's be honest, some teams have reached second or third on the log. That is the biggest problem maybe. Because now, next year, you must win the league. I mean, you're third or second. You got to win the league. When you don't win the league, you're failed. Yeah? Let's be honest. On statistics, you haven't improved. So, and sometimes they get rid of the coach. And then later, where are you now?
Relegation.
what do you want, Khomoso? What do you want out of the team? You know, so that's the challenge. You know, the coach who won that Leicester, what's his name? Won the league at Leicester, the Italian coach, Ranieri. Ranieri says, I shouldn't have won the league. I would have been in Leicester for the next 5 years. The biggest mistake is to win the league. Because why? Was sacked the next year. You're number 7 now, number 5. Wow, number 5. That's the biggest problem. Bielsa went to Leeds, like what I'm doing, promote the team promoted. Year 1, I think they were top 5 or top 6 or 7. The second year, where's Bielsa? So this football is cruel. It's what you want out of the things. It's what does Man United want out of Manchester United? You want to change coaches every day?
And I think we have to be honest and say that we don't have that in South Africa. Then it's going to be difficult for you to come back here because there won't be a project.
Well, Maskep, I want to be here at home. There's nothing wrong. You want to tell me that I don't want to be with my children? Why? I must be here.
There's no project.
We also don't want to. They won't make your name there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Your first match, when
You must ask MT Sports. I don't know when we are leaving. We're waiting for visas first. You must get the visa. And you know, Middle East is not it's Saudi, my friend.
So you don't even know when you started? Like your first match?
Once there's no visa, I can't talk. Once I have a visa, I know that I can't be here for the next 2 days.
And coach, give us your fair assessment on Bafana, the last 2 matches.
I saw you responded.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you.
National team.
I saw you responded to me and you were positive.
Yeah, I'm positive, yes, because I've seen the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see Botswana game. I don't know why. I was checking there, it's not there. But I see they're playing. I don't know why on SABC. Maybe you know better. I don't know. I've been away for some time. I don't see.
Satellite TV.
I don't know what is that. Anyway, yeah.
It was on Facebook.
You should have asked me. I was gonna.
Guys, coach Yanko.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw them. I was in Rabat when they came to Rabat to play in Morocco. I saw them. They did well. For me, I'm talking from the coach point of view. You can say, coach, they lost 2-1. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's be honest. Morocco could have scored 7. They missed and missed and missed and missed. But in terms of the team, the way they were doing things, they were not that bad. To be honest, I said, we've got something coming here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I saw them against Sierra Leone, and I checked the Sierra Leone team because I thought, no, there's nothing here. No, I checked the team. They're playing overseas. I said, no, okay, we've got something. And when I see Liberia, I saw Liberia again. I was still in Rabat because that happened 4 days or 5 days after. I saw Liberia playing Morocco, but Liberia showed themselves in the foot. They take the game to Morocco. Inside Morocco Stadium, in the same stadium that Bafana was slaughtered in the same city. So I said, okay, that also plays a part. But when I look at the team, I said, no. Bafana, with that performance of Morocco, with these ones, we are qualified. No, we will qualify for Cup of Nations, guys. Zimbabwe gave us a break by pulling off. It's only 3 teams. Leave Morocco, they've got already 6 points. Okay, these ones are on 0. So, how many games left? Do mathematics, it's 4 games. So, you beat Liberia home, they left with 1. And 1, even if they win 1, how many points are they going to go to? So that's it. So, the whipping boys are Liberia. Don't lose against Liberia. Beat them. Even if you can get a draw, we qualified. So when I look at that, I said, Even the mentality against Sierra Leone. I think maybe somewhere I must give the coach credit a little bit. I know he's got his own shortfalls somewhere. We all know that. Sometimes I'm not happy with the way he responds. Okay, and I say to myself, also I'm not that nice guy who knows how to respond properly. You know, there are guys who knows to respond. Put Steve Compella here, he'll kill you with the response. He knows how to choose the right words, and he's good for that. Okay, he knows that, and I admire that. But to bring in the other three players, Mayo, Mayambela, and Leroux and all that, you're saying to Lyle Foster, you're saying to Percy, you're saying to the other ones, hey, wake up. You know, it's a bit of competition. You know, the team that plays against Morocco is not bad. The attack was not bad. And I see this one's against Sierra Leone. I said, against Sierra Leone. I said, yeah, okay. A little bit of competition. Let's have competitions. And I think he's got an experience to do that. Okay, sometimes you ask yourself that maybe do we have another right back, or is it the only right back? You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe the one of Sundowns, maybe the one with Pirates. You know?
On Tuesday you played the one with Sundowns.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Nico, what's his name? Mobine.
You signed him?
In my book. I don't answer you, I'll answer you in my book. Okay? Yeah, so maybe a little bit of competition there. Sometimes you need to play him on the left back, and he's a right back, not in the national team. I mean, Sundowns got 4, choose one.
Coach, there was a lot of criticism when you were in Egypt.
When I was in Egypt.
Now that you haven't gone back, there's also criticism of why you're not coming back.
Yeah,
Was there opportunity?
there's always criticism at Supersport when I left. There'll be criticism at Sundowns. There will be criticism in Ahli, Egypt. There'll be criticism when I leave this one. So it's our life. Eh?
Was there an opportunity to go back that they're so angry?
I think we have done well. We have left a good footprint. We leave the jersey where it is. Let the Europeans take it higher. I'm waiting for the last 2 years. I want that European. I want to see who's his name, what he can do. Now they've got a Swiss. I'm waiting for him. You must take them to the World Cup and get a bronze medal twice. If he hasn't done